Doug is the newest brawler in Brawl Stars, which means the race to be the first person to master Doug is on. So in this video, I'm going to be playing Doug for days until I am the first person in the world to achieve the Wiener title. Now, day one of the push is the longest and most stressful day because you'll remember that new brawlers are released 1 hour before the mastery cap resets, which means if you're able to get 800 mastery within that hour, you're actually able to cut off a full day of the entire push. So that's exactly what we're going to try to do. I set my alarm for 4 a.m., woke up, unlocked Doug, and maxed him out as fast as I could. I then hopped in a room with my friends and decided to play Team Power League. Now, I thought I was being super big brain by doing this because we would gain more mastery points per win than if I was just to push Doug from 0 trophies. However, it wasn't as good of a plan as I thought. Matchmaking plus the drafting time actually ate up so much of our hour that it was going to be really close of whether or not we were actually going to be able to hit 800 mastery in time. Now, things were going pretty good though. We were winning every single game relatively fast as well, but then another problem showed up. And that is, in Power League, you have random maps. And while a lot of these maps are very open maps and which Doug are going to really struggle, it honestly felt like it was a 2v3 because I couldn't really help my teammates in open range. So all I did was basically heal them up and just hope that we were going to be able to win the games fast enough. But eventually, as the clock ticked down to 0, we were 2 games short of hitting our 800 mastery goal. Now at this point, I was extremely worried that someone else would have hit that 800 mastery within the hour and they'd be able to finish the push 1 day earlier than me. So I decided to do a little bit of research and I couldn't find anybody that hit the 800 mastery points, so I decided to continue the push. Now I went back to bed, woke up later on in the day well rested, and was ready to push Doug again. But now I had 2 more goals for day 1. The first goal was to hit the 6k mastery cap, and the second goal was to get Doug to rank 30 to see how good he really is. So then I was joined by my teammate Islivy and also another really good player named Yeezy, and we started to speed run the push. We went basically every single game to about 750 trophies, but this is when it really started to feel like Doug was underpowered. Oh, no way. Come here. Come here. Dude. However, luckily we had some very good teammates that carried us and we had no worries whatsoever and we were still winning a ton of games. But then as we were close to finishing off our goals, the map changed. And this map was not good for us. Now this map was a little bit more open range, so we couldn't really reach our opponents, and so we had to really just heal our teammates and hope that they would end up carrying. Now I also want to mention the amount of Shellys, Cords, Nitas, and Dynamites that I ended up facing along this push was absolutely ridiculous. These brawlers all really hard countered Doug and made my life miserable. But we had to power through for you guys, so we'd be the first person in the world to achieve the title. So eventually we hit our 6k mastery cap and we achieved silver 3, and then a few games later we actually hit rank 30, ending off day 1 on a win. We started out day 2 by applying the tilt strategy. Now because Doug isn't that good, what we do is we hop in showdown matches and try to get 10th place. So then we can tilt our trophies down to about 800, 900 to not only make the matches easier, but faster. Now day 2 actually ended up being one of my favorite days because the map changed once again, and this time it was going to be Sneaky Fields. Now this map was actually really good for Doug because the grass on the sides allowed me to sneak up on my opponents and I could actually get in range of them. I was then joined by my other teammate Zulon and his friend to help me finish off the day. And well, soon enough, we actually passed gold 1, which really feels like we're closing in on the end, but we're actually still pretty far away. We were having fun, so the day was flying by pretty quickly, and actually maybe Zulon was having a little bit too much fun.
Give me the ball now. The ball, the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball. Oh, the ball? Yup. Give the ball to daddy. Give the ball to daddy.
Oh.
Give me the ball, the ball, the ball, the ball. Let's get the ball to daddy, bro. Good things happen when you give the ball to Poppy.
Now these videos actually take a really long time, and so if you guys are enjoying, can you please smash that subscribe button? We're really trying to hit 50,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. But eventually we kept playing, winning all of our games, finishing off day 2 relatively quickly, and we were now back over 1,000 trophies, and we just passed 12,000 mastery points, which is past the halfway mark. Now day 3 started off like day 2. We applied the tilt strategy, tilted down to about 900, and then started the grind. But unfortunately day 3 we were on a very tight time crunch. We had a super busy day full of scrims and stuff, so we really had to get as much mastery in the morning as possible. But unfortunately I didn't have a set team, so I was switching around teammates all day, which made it a little bit slower, but it wasn't too bad. At one point I was actually joined by my last teammate, Tyrant, and he helped me out for a good amount of time as well. And things were going great. We climbed till 1 game away from gold 2, 2, but then we had to unfortunately stop and practice for the rest of the night. Now, once the practice is finished, it was about midnight my time, but we still had 2,000 more mastery to go, which is actually quite a bit of grinding. But at this point, I was so tired, I accidentally fell asleep. Now, luckily, somehow I randomly woke up in the middle of the night, and I woke up with about 2 hours before the mastery cap reset. So at this point, I was in full panic. I needed to find teammates to help me finish off this 2,000 mastery as soon as possible. So I messaged my teammate as Livy to see if he was still awake, and luckily to find out, he was. Now, unfortunately, I have no recording of this because it was 3 a.m. in the morning, but as Livy helped me finish off the push. So comment down below, thank you as Livy, or this would not even be possible. Day 4 was the final day. All we had to do was hit 6,000 more mastery points and wake up at 5 a.m. and play a few games, and we would be the first person in the world to achieve the wiener title. But also, this could be the day that someone else beats me to the punch. So I kept an eye out on Twitter all day, and luckily I didn't see any post about achieving the title. So this is when I realized that I might actually have a shot here. So at this point, I was more motivated than ever to finish off this push. Now, the push was going pretty well early on, but then again, the map changed. And the new Brawl Ball map was going to be Backyard Bull. Now, if you know Backyard Bull, it is a very, very open map, and well, Doug is just not going to be viable there. So at this point, I started to panic again, and I wasn't really sure where we were going to play Doug, but then I saw it, Snake Prairie Wipeout. Now, I knew this map was going to go either really well or really bad, but we were just going to have to find out because we had no other options to play. And well, the map ended up being perfect.
No, ooh. This is me respawning. He's respawning.
Nice.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Please. I'm out. Maybe. Oh. The sneak attack. Oh my.
Oh no.
Oh, he spawned on
come
me.
here. Come here. Spin on that. Oh, you're alive.
I'm alive. Dude, you're still... I remember it used to be such a goated Tara.
Me, Zulon, and RC actually had a ton of fun playing on this map. We were winning a ton of games until we got really, really high up in trophies, and we all had to apply again the tilt strategy, so we all tilted our brawlers in Showdown so that we would have faster matchmaking once again. Now, after a bunch of hours of playing Doug on Snake Prairie, it was about 2 to 3 a.m. my time, and finally, we hit the 6K mastery cap, which now put us only 150 mastery points away from finally mastering Doug.
Oh my god.
Finally, right? Please tell me it's the cap. It's the cap. I'm 150 away.
So I took a quick nap, set my alarm for 5 a.m., which I barely even woke up to, which would have been absolutely tragic, but I hopped online, played a few games with Genie and won, and then we finally got it. We won the 2 games we needed, and I wanted to yell at the top of my lungs of joy, but it was 5 a.m. in the morning and I would have woke up everybody, so I decided not to. But this push was absolutely brutal, but it felt so good that we finished it. Now we are the first person in the world to achieve the wiener title.
I am the wiener.
Like and subscribe.